guys, Erin Wester here. So it is Tuesday. Visit day with clients, which means live day at lunchtime. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day in Wisconsin. It is a perfect day to sit with all my car windows open, eat my lunch in my car because I couldn't find a park or something to eat my lunch today. So I just ate my lunch in my car. There's something I wanted to talk about today, and I wanted to talk about fitness versus nutrition when you're trying to lose weight, right? As people say, nutrition is 80% of your results, your workouts are 20% of your results, that's what people say all the time. And I have really found that to be true because I got the workout part down, right? I work out every single day. I get up at 4:30, work out at 5:30. Weekends, I get it done in the morning just because if I don't get it done in the morning, it's not going to get done, because that is my struggle on the weekends, is getting just too busy and then it just falls to the wayside. But for me, the fitness part is easy, but the nutrition part is a struggle, and I think a lot of people, one part of the equation is a struggle for them. And a lot of the people that follow me, nutrition is a struggle, because a lot of you guys have had issues with trauma, have had child loss, have had miscarriages, have had been in domestic violence relationships, are single parents. A lot of people have had trauma, and a lot of time when we've had trauma in our lives, we go to food. At least that is how I am. I found that when my depression is worse, my binging is worse. When I'm getting success in a program, let's say I lose a few pounds, I will self-sabotage myself. It's like I don't want myself to lose weight, right? That is how I feel sometimes. And that struggle is real for so many people. And there are so many different nutrition plans out there, right? So many different nutritional mindsets when it comes to food. And even though I still struggle most days, I have found the mindset programs are better for me. For me, the nutrition programs that are like, eat this many portions of this, measuring, counting points, that kind of stuff is hard for me, and that just leads to more binging. So it is true, as I've been following 2B Mindset, I have had some issues with binging, but I don't let the binge last for weeks, days, months. For me, I say it's a treat meal, not a cheat meal. I had a treat. Now I'm going to move on. The next thing I put in my mouth is going to be healthy. And that is kind of where I'm at this week, is that I have not made the best choices, right? But I've killed it with my workouts, and I've made more good decisions than bad decisions, right? So if you are majorly struggling with binge eating, with emotional eating, food addiction, whatever you're struggling with, just take it one step at a time. Don't tell yourself you have to be perfect, because that is just not sustainable. That is just not something that you're going to be able to keep going for your whole life, because a lot of people will lose the weight, right? They'll lose 50, 60, 80, 100 pounds, and a bunch of the weight will come back on because they go back to eating how they ate, because eating in that deficit, eating that restricted is just not sustainable. And that is why these nutritional programs, 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, that is why these ways of eating are sustainable, right? Let's not call them a diet. Let's call it a way of eating. That is why these are sustainable, is because sure, you're doing Ultimate Portion Fix, you're doing containers, but you're not going to need to use containers the rest of your life, right? You're going to know by eyeballing stuff how much food it is, and it's just going to be ingrained in your mind how many servings of vegetables you should have today, how many servings of protein, how many servings of carbs, how many servings of fruit. It's just going to be in your mind how much you can eat. And obviously you're going to you have to keep going down brackets as you lose weight, but then you'll learn how much you eat to maintain. And then once you're maintaining and you know what you need to eat, you don't really have to measure. That is how Ultimate Portion Fix is sustainable. How is 2B Mindset sustainable? Well, there you don't measure at all, right? You just go by the percentage of your plate, right? So for me, 2B Mindset is easier because it tells me, you should, for your lunch, half of your plate should be veggies, quarter of your plate should be protein, a quarter of your plate should be carbohydrates, right? That is just easy for me to compute in my head, and it's just something I have memorized. And 2B Mindset also teaches you how to eat when you're going out to eat, how to eat at a barbecue. The principles are good for the rest of your life, right? Water first, veggies most, track what you eat, step on the scale. So maybe when you hit your goal weight, you're not stepping on the scale every single day. You're not tracking what you eat every single day, right? Because you're maintaining. But you're going to have a grain in your mind. I need to drink 16 ounces of water before I put something in my mouth. Oh, most of my plate should be veggies. Like, that is just the mindset you're going to have. And you're going to have, treat, not cheat. It's just a better mindset. And yes, of course there's slip-ups. Yes, of course there's real life. That's what this is all about, real life. And I'm not going to talk about any specific kind of nutritional programs, right? Because I know how you feel about certain nutritional programs. We're not going to talk about it now. About how when I've done other programs, I have had negative impacts on my health. And these nutrition programs are amazing. You combine them with at-home workouts and you're golden, right? So, when you're trying to figure out what you need to do for you to lose the weight, right? You need to pick something that you're going to want to keep doing, right? So pick a nutritional plan that works for you and you're going to be able to sustain long term. Pick a workout program that you're going to be able to sustain long term. If you're able to sustain going to the gym 5 days a week for the rest of your life, awesome, good on you. But for me personally, that doesn't work. And I know a lot of my followers, that doesn't work. The reason I started working out at home was because, I was a single mom living with my parents, going to school, had a baby up to a little kid. Going to the gym didn't always work for me, right? Especially once I started working in Milwaukee, which was like a 50-minute commute. Going to the gym just didn't work for me anymore. So that's how I got started with at-home workouts. And now it has been 10 years since I've started P90X off eBay. I purchased it in 2010. 2009. So 10 years ago, I purchased P90X, right? And did it in my parents' basement. That's waking up at 5:30 a.m. and doing my workout before I went to work. That's just crazy to me that I've been doing at-home workouts for 10 years. But as you can see, something that's been sustainable. I've reached my goal weight after my first pregnancy, still working on my goal weight after my second. But, I'm a work in progress. I'm going to keep working out at home because it's just easier, especially building our new house. I don't even know where the closest gym is to our new town. I don't even think there is a gym in my new town. So, that is why at-home workouts work for me. But, the gym works for you, exercise classes works for you. That's cool. This is not about let's only be friends because you use Beachbody On Demand. That's not what this is about. It's let's be friends because I'd want to hang out with you in real life. We have something in common. We can motivate each other and inspire each other and just do great things in life, right? So I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.